Hi besties, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Reality Pearl. Thanks for joining me yet again for another review of the Young, Famous and African episode 2. If you're new here, I make reviews of my favorite reality TV shows with a lot of loud laughter, positivity, and a little bit of shade. So go on and subscribe, like, and comment. Special thanks to all of my 300 subscribers. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys. Thank you so very much. Now let's get into it, shall we? So Khanyi invited Kelly and Annie for lunch. They talked about the party last night. Kelly told them that she felt super uncomfortable, especially when Bonang came. Khanyi was like she actually needed to tell Nadia something, and so she didn't see Bonang when she walked in. If you want to stick to that story, okay, that's fine. Okay, we get it. On the other side, Swanky and Nadia also hung out to talk about the party. Swanky said he was not happy with Nadia and the fact that that she walked out with Annie and Khanyi when Bonang was just walking in. He was like, what was the reason? Because to the best of his knowledge, yes, they had issues, but they sorted it out and moved on. Is that what Bonang told you? Nadia was like, what did we sort out? Sort what? Nadia said in her confessional that she was heartbroken about what happened between Queen Bee, Bonang and her, but she was still not telling us what really happened, okay? And she was really evading Swanky's questions at this point. Let me go and find out what the situation is by myself, okay? Guys, I'm back. And it was that quick because there's nothing on the internet. Yeah, one blog actually suggested that it was because of an event that happened some time ago when Bonang was launching her wine or champagne brand. The blogger said that Nadia was actually doing an Instagram live right at that party and her video captured a drunk Bonang. People are just trying to come up with something, okay? Nadia asked Swanky why he didn't greet Annie at the table. He was like, he can't say anything yet when he hasn't told Annie herself the situation. So wait. Okay, let me get this straight. Are you saying Annie doesn't know why you're angry? Just get out of here,
Get
man.
out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit.
He said he was mad at Annie for something she did and then she got pissed at him for being pissed at her. Of course she should. Does she not know why you're angry yet? I mean, it's 7 months now or even more, and you mean you have not told Annie what she really did to you to get you so mad at her that you cut her off? On the other hand, Kelly asked Annie what the problem was. Annie got so defensive over it. She was like, you were with him the other day. Why didn't you ask him? In her confessional, she was like, I don't feel like talking about it, so you all should chill. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I really feel that both Annie and Swanky are trying so hard to get away from these questions because maybe they haven't put their story straight. It feels like this is like a manufactured drama. Guys, remember, I'm reviewing this as I'm watching. I have not watched the whole series. I'm only reviewing what I'm seeing right now, okay? And this is how it comes off as. Now, moving forward, Fantana and Diamond were at the studio making, music together according to what they said, okay? Who knows what else they are making? Because who knows what else they are making? Diamond was like, and diamonds are a girl's best friend. And then when he said, I love your music, she blushed so much, like I could literally see her turning pink. She said Diamond is her favorite African musician. And she was like, I love his energy. I love the way he dresses. I love the fact that he's very humble. Okay. But you forgot about the music part. You forgot about the music part. What about his music do you love? That's a part you're missing, okay? So they're watching Fantana's music video and Diamond is obsessing over her body and they are flirting, basically. Heavy on flirting, okay? I mean, they went straight to the sex talk really quick. Obviously, that's the attraction. She's like, she has the sex appeal. Diamond has the sex appeal. They are like both very sexy people. I mean, it's not a surprise, right? So moving forward, Nadia and Khanyi got together and they were talking about everything that's been going on in the group. So Nadia asked Khanyi, where is Annie now? And Khanyi said Annie flew back to Nigeria. Khanyi said someone sent her a link and told her, you said if Tubaba hurts Annie one more time, you will kill him. Well, he has done it again. People are crazy. I remember when people were tagging Khanyi to make good on her promise, okay? What did this people want Khanyi to do? Like what? We even saw Kempire roasting Annie. Swanky decided to reach out to Annie even though they were not in a good place. But I didn't hear the part he told his friend or his ex-friend, I don't know what they are now, that he's always going to be there for her, that he just wants to reach out to her and send her love and those things that would really uplift her spirit. Well, what we saw anyway was the part that he said he needed them to talk. So finally, we get to see the last cast, Louis. I keep calling him Louis, but his name is Louis. He joined Nadia and Khanyi. Louis said he had met Nadia before in Namibia at her shoot. Nadia seemed like she needed help remembering. She was like looking at him like, selective amnesia got her head. But yeah, it's very possible that she didn't know, because from what Louis said, it was not her. It was her team that contacted him. He said they wanted him to dress her, but the notice was so short, so he declined. Then they went on to ask him to feature in the celebrity that he is in Namibia. I don't know why I'm laughing. Nadia said, "Oh, were you sitting next to the snake?" He said, yeah. Nadia said, "Oh, he was one of the extras." Oh my god, I'm not even going to laugh right now. It's not fair. Like, why did Nadia do that? Now that I think about it, both Khanyi and Nadia were not nice to this guy. After Nadia called him an extra, which he said he isn't.
You're not an extra in Jesus' name.
Khanyi was like, "Do you take champagne?" And he said, "Yeah, of course, I own an MCC." But Khanyi was like, "Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. It's not a champagne. It's for Christ's sake." Like, that was not even needed. All he was trying to say was, "Cause I do drink champagne." She would have just let it slide.
But the guy knows what he's talking about. Like, I found out because I don't know anything about wines. So the difference between an MCC and a champagne is just the location where it's made. So why did she make him look like he doesn't know what he's talking about?
Give this guy a break. He's new. Khanyi took her leave. I don't know why she left the person she invited with Nadia. They were talking. Somehow Nadia mentioned Diamond, and he asked if she was cool with Diamond. She said yes. He said he had something to resolve with Diamond. This part I didn't get, okay? Is the problem because they share exes? Because he said he once dated one of Diamond's exes. Or is it because he asked to see Diamond and his team turned him down? Team actually said Diamond didn't want to see him. Which one is it? What does he really want to resolve there? He sort of clumped the two together. Moving forward, Diamond invited Andile out to talk. Immediately Andile sat down. He went into it real fast. He said the same things he had always said. I'm not going to repeat them. And when he was done talking, Andile was like, "Be honest. Like, how do you really feel about Zari? Why is it really affecting you so much if I like Zari or not?" We didn't see him answer that. I don't know what he said, but Andile told him he needs to make up his mind about Zari and that he was going to step away because he loves him as a brother. But we all know that's not why Andile is stepping aside. Zari is a married woman now, as I heard, and she was probably in a serious relationship then. So yeah, there was no chance for Andile. But you know what? This is one of the reasons why I've come to like Andile. He's so calm, he's so cool-headed, almost a gentleman. He's a player. Don't mind me. He's a gentleman. Swanky met Fanta and was like, trying to find out from her how she's been doing. Has she met anyone since after the party? She said, yeah, she has met up with Diamond. She was like, we had a studio session and he advised me, about music. He's my G, Swanky said, what? Swanky said, what? Diamond cannot be your G. He does not have the capacity to be a G. Is that what he said? He's deceiving you. Diamond is who he is, okay? He wants what he wants. And that is me trying to even put it in a very nice way. Oh, Fanta was like, oh yeah, she knows about that. It's 50-50. There's that part too, But Fanta was basically like, see, you don't even know me like that, okay? I'm into that kind of stuff too. Moving forward, Quentin and Diamond were working out and he asked Diamond if he's going to be fine every time he meets Andile. Of course, Diamond was like, yeah, it's nothing. They've talked about it. The rest of the conversation was more like locker room talk. You know how guys talk. During the conversation, they were talking about how Diamond always just wants to smash. Andile said, but this is wrong. That shouldn't be your attitude all the time. Diamond said in his confessional, Andile is lying. That's why he can't be with the mother of my kids. At this point, it's ridiculous. What does it mean? Because he's telling you the truth. Moving forward, Annie is back to South Africa. She said she went back to Nigeria to be with Two-Face over the fake news on the blog. She called the fake news, but why did you have to travel then? We saw her FaceTiming her husband and she was like, we're not supposed to be talking. That's what they said on the blog. Girl, stop trying so hard. She said in her confessional that they've had this conversation about the fake news on the blog, that they've laughed about it several times. Okay. But immediately after the call, she listened to Swanky's voice notes and she was so pissed. She said, I can't be bothered with these kind of things. I'm dealing with real life issues. Give my husband a break. Give my marriage a break. Oh, God, you. Like, this is pathetic. Annie is giving Stockholm vibes. And in such cases, there's nothing you can do. We can all see it. She's not good. In fact, Someone said her voice is permanently stuck in crying phase. Her voice sounds like she has cried so much, she has worn out her vocal cords. But child, most women would prefer to cry in their G-Wagons than be happy in Corolla, right? So it is what it is. Moving forward, it's Kanye's party, and Louis is happy that he is the main character, at least for once. So not an extra. At the party, Andile tried to ma'am.
Hey, ma'am, sir, I'm well, sir. How are you, sir?
I like this.
There's no way that ended.
A one-on-one with Diamond.
They were still talking when Diamond walked in, and everyone was like running up and down in a frenzy. They didn't want Diamond to get pissed. Diamond is here. Why are you talking to Andile? What the hell? The actual hell. Even Zari was like, what does that mean? Should I not talk to him again? Khanyi on the other side of the room was bashing Annie for leaving and not even picking up her calls. She said it was obvious it wasn't just any normal situation, because if it was just a fight, Annie would fight Two-Face over the phone. They would have like huge misunderstandings over the phone. She never leaves to go to Nigeria, but this time she left, and it's enough to give people room to speculate. Kanye is right. Kanye didn't invite Bonang. She said she forgot. Wow, that's a new level. This episode ended here with Kanye swearing at all of them. She said, Swanky and Annie, F you guys, and Dile and Diamond, F you guys too. Like everybody was sort of pissed at Kanye. I think I understand what Kanye wanted to do, but it's just the way she delivered it wasn't very okay. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and let me know what you think about this episode of Young, Famous, and African Season 2. That's it for now. See you soon.